Aabhie Nagar, who's the Business Development Manager of Financepeer. I think Financepeer is changing lives of education institutions like no other organization in India today. A huge round of applause for Ms. Aabhie Nagar, who's the Business Development Manager of Financepeer.
Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day today. Yeah? Yeah. So I am here talking about Financepeer and I'll give my introduction. So as Sandeep already mentioned that my name is Aabhie Nagar and I'm here to talk about what Financepeer has to offer to all of you, all of the educators and all of your institutes. So without further ado, what is Financepeer? Financepeer is India's first and largest fee payment solution provider, to say the least. What do we do? So rather than I taking the center stage, I would like the person himself, who's also our brand ambassador, Mr. Rohit Sharma, to talk about the organization.
While I was growing up, any form of education or learning, one had to think about the fees. But today, thanks to Financepeer, you can pay your college, school, education fees in easy monthly installment and get rewarded too. तो सोच क्या रहे हो? फी भरनी है तो Financepeer ही करो. Join Financepeer now.
So this takes me back to my school days when I was in school. And if I compare the fees back then and right now, so almost in the present days, it is 3 times what it was back then. So the point I'm trying to make is that, the kind of education we are having right now, it's becoming costlier for everyone to cater to. So Financepeer was started by the alumni of IIT and IIMs in 2017, just with the motive of making quality education accessible to everyone. So, so that they can actually help an individual develop holistically and help them grow. Right now, we are like 5 years, we are 5 years into the business and we are present in 100 cities wherein we have covered almost we have onboarded 13,000 plus institutes with us and we have touched lives of 3 million students to talk. Yeah, so if I am talking about the institutions, I'd like to take a few names as well. We have Amity on board with us, we have LPU on board with us, and we have Chandigarh group of colleges with us. To talk about a few edtechs as well, we have Upgrad, White Hat Junior, we have Topper on board with us, to name a few. When you're doing such kind of good work, you are being noticed. And that's what had happened, that we were being noticed by all of the media houses and the publishing houses. You name them and they were actually writing about us. So that felt that, we are actually doing something right, something that was much needed. So now coming on to one of our happiest moments that we had, that in April, recently, we were able to raise a Series B funding of $31 million. Now, the most important thing to talk about, why any institute should come on board with us, why you should be opting for us. So Financepeer has a very simple model. We help the students pay their fees in easy EMI options, wherein they can pay up the fees into easy EMI, and on behalf of the students, the entire year's capital is paid upfront to the institute in the beginning of the session. So, the biggest problem of cash flow or working capital is resolved right there, because we are paying up the money upfront to the institute, right? There is no recovery hassle because we are taking that hassle away from your end. We have seen a trend in the institutes wherein we are live, that we have seen a reduction in the dropout rates. Also, to mention, there has been a tremendous increase in the admissions rate as well. No, we are not stopping right there. So we also have our own academic management system, which consists of ERP and LMS, with which actually an institute can really keep tabs on their their inquiries, their enrollments, their placements, and whatnot. It's all under a single software. And we are giving it free of cost to all the organizations, to all the institutes which are coming on board with us. Moving on, we have our own, we were successfully able to launch our own ID card plus debit card. It is one of its own each card, which can be used by a student in, they can use it as a debit card and they can use it as a ID card. So any of the student who is in the premise, they can actually spend with this card, and they don't have to really carry the money. It's also a numberless card, so which is an added-on feature for it. Moving on, we have, so I'll say it is like a Netflix of courses. We have our own platform called Financepeer Ed Infinity, wherein a student can enroll for a extracurricular course, or they can move on for a curricular course, just to provide that kind of extra edge over their contemporaries. It is kind of a need of the hour for the students because the competition is a lot. So what exactly COVID taught us was that there is a blended way of learning is possible in the school. They can add it in the curriculum, right? And around that time, we also had one of our own, one of a kind of a collaboration that happened with Apple under Apple Affordability Program, wherein the students, they get the Apple products on a discounted rate, also on a 12 months EMI. So, I mean, that's like a good deal to be. Moving on, last but not the least, we are giving education insurance to all the students who are being on board with us. So that's it from my side. And for anything else, our stall is right there. You can come and visit us for further details. Thank you so much. You all have a great day.
Thank you, Aabhie, for your presentation. Now I would like to invite Professor P. Subramaniam, Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, to present the token of appreciation to Ms. Aabhie. Aabhie. Big round of applause, please.